Hey guys, today I have the cigar I showed you guys in my humidor video. El Galan Campestre, Miami company. It's here in our Bird Road. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've driven by it, and I guess this is newer, or at least in my store. We got it recently, and I had already had one. Not this one, the green band, which is like their main one, and I reviewed it for you guys, and I gave it some praise. I liked it. It wasn't amazing, but you know, it was a good cigar, and very good price. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and this is even cheaper than that one. This I got for $3.50, so dirt cheap. And it was a little bit more expensive because obviously it's in a torpedo shape. I haven't had a torpedo. I had it in Toro, 6x50, and they only cost $2.90, so not even $3. And you know, I said I'd give it a shot. Why not? It's dirt cheap, and I already had one from the same company, and I really liked it. And it turns out I like this one even more than the original, and this is half the price. So I went ahead and I bought 20 of them. They don't come in a box, so I bought 20, and he gave me an old Opus X box to put them in. So now I have them in my really big humidor, the furniture, and I have 20 of them aging in there. Well, not 19, because I'm going to show you guys this one. So I'm going to try to describe to you guys what it tastes like. It's they're made in Nicaragua. The filler is Dominican, and the wrapper, I believe, is Ecuadorian. It's a oscuro wrapper. And according to them, like a lot of people, I'm not saying it's not, I'm not saying it is, because I don't know, and I'll probably never know. They say it's Cuban seed. I mean, in the end, take it for what it is. You can believe them, you cannot believe them. In the end, you'll probably never know if it is or it isn't, so whatever. Get a nice toast going. It already smells really good. I got a good light there. No, it's just like I remember it. It's it pretty much, it has some spices in there. Maybe a tiny bit of real dry black pepper, not very strong, but there's definitely a tiny bit of pepper. It's a real pleasant pepper. As you guys can see, it gives good smoke from the start, so that's a good sign. If you were just sitting here smelling it, you'd be having fun because it smells really good. And the way the burning is different from the smoke you get out of the draw. It smells completely different. Pretty much with every cigar. So, real good opening, not harsh. See, it has a good draw when you take a draw and you see the smoke waft out. Kind of like when you shoot and you see the smoke wafting out of the barrel. In a cigar, that's a good sign, that's a good draw. That it's not super tight or dry. Great cigar. Like I said, I've already had one. That's why I bought so many. Because the first one I had I really liked. It's got some nice spices in here. Some very interesting spices here. It's your typical basic blend. There's nothing special about it. It's not super complex, but it has everything it needs to be enjoyable. It has just enough complexity. It's real smooth. It gives off a lot of smoke. The construction is near perfect. I mean, it can't get much better. I mean, it can be a little bit tighter, but I'll show it to you guys. You guys can see it. I mean, there's really nothing really that they can improve on. You know, real good quality. It can't get much better than this. I mean, there's not much more they can do. This is pretty flawless. You know, it's not veiny, real smooth. The seams are super tight. I mean, they're invisible nearly. No gaps, no. It's real good. Now, my one concern, it's not really a concern, but the caps are a little bit questionable, but not really. I mean, just how it looks. But also the thing with this one, I used a really old cutter on it, so I kind of messed it up. But if I'm careful with it, it should be fine. See, real thick smoke, lots of nice spice. It's real nutty too, kind of like a peanut, like a all-natural peanut you get at a baseball game. Like the smell you get is the taste you get here, if that makes sense. It's like a nice nuttiness, and the nice spices mixing together. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of paprika. You know, your typical rudimentary spice blend. Real nice. Medium body. This is a standard medium body. It's unquestionable. It's definitely a medium body. Real nice smoke output. It's not super thick, but it doesn't have to be. It is real smooth. The finish is pretty short. It doesn't last a long time. So it kind of, you know, you want more. You want to keep going because the finish isn't super long. But you get all the flavor, real nice flavor all at once, just in a perfect blend, perfect mixture, and then it just leaves. It doesn't last too long, so that's a good thing. The draw itself is excellent. You guys can see the smoke. It's great. Excellent draw. Middle ground between tight and loose, pretty perfect. You know, just right in the middle. Show you guys the burn line. It's got a tiny little thing there, but it's not a big deal. Unless it keeps unless it gets deeper, it's not a big deal. Pretty good burn line. Great construction, great quality. The real nice earthy flavors as well. Like kind of like the smell of mulch, you know, like wood chips. Tiny bit of nuttiness, and the spices all mixed together. Some wood, it's like some nice wood chips that you would put in like in a fire, like some logs, some nice dry logs that you would put in like a fire pit. Some nuttiness and some nice spice. Tastes really good, and the pepper is real weak, which is good. It doesn't overpower the other flavors. It mixes in well with them, and it complements the other ones instead of overpowering them, which is really good. Something I really like. I don't like when one flavor overpowers the others unless it's something I like in particular. But usually with pepper, when they overdo it, it ruins the whole cigar for me. When it has too much pepper and like there's an intended blend, but the pepper just overpowers everything, and that's all you can get out of it, and it's just so strong. I really don't enjoy those types of cigars. Like, there's a few cigars with a lot of pepper that I do like the My Father cigars. They have a lot of pepper, but the other flavors in them are strong as well, so they meld real nice. They have a lot of body. But there are some cigars out there that all you get is pepper, and I don't enjoy that at all. I like when the peppers mix with other things, and they all mix well. And this one, all the flavors kind of at the same level, and they mix real nice. The original one I had, it smoked pretty quick. But again, this one's that was a Toro, that was 6x50. This one's probably a 6.5x50 because it's a Torpedo. It's a little bit longer. Even when you cut it, it's still a little bit longer. Or it should be, because you're not supposed to cut it too far in. But yeah, it was a quick smoke, but pretty much there were people there that we started smoking at the same time, and they got like those little real short robustos by Arturo Fuente makes, and we kind of finished at the same time, even though we started at the same time. So it smokes pretty quick. You will get over an hour, that's for sure. You'll definitely get over an hour. Also, they come in cellophane wrappers, so real nice packaging. So probably these you can probably, I'm guessing you can only find it here in the US. I don't know if they ship to other countries, if they export them. If they would, it would be to Europe, but I'm not sure. But I just wanted to show you guys that it doesn't have to be expensive to be good. And I find more and more every day that the best things are the cheap things. Like this great cigar, Nick Sticks, Little Havana, the Connecticut. It's like I think it's not even $3. I think it's like $1 something. I think for $50-$60 you can get a whole box, and it's a great cigar. For me, it's as good as your Diamond Crowns and your Rocky Patel Connecticut's and all your White Churchill. I like it as much. If anything, maybe even a little bit more. And it's real cheap. So you can get a really good cigar. My favorite cigars are all less than $10, and I've had really expensive ones. And excluding a few, I would say my top 5, maybe top 10 cigars are all well under $10. Alright guys, I'll end it soon. This one's smoking a bit slower than my first one. This one's a bit more normal. We're about 10 minutes in. Took me about a minute or two to light it. So we're about 10 minutes in. The burn line has fixed itself. It's pretty good. It's not, it's got a little caving in a bit, but not really. It's not a big deal. Real good performance. Great draw. I'm still getting the same flavors. Medium body. Maybe a mild to medium. It's not. It's on the lower end of medium. Alright guys, so next time I'll make a part 2. I'll show you guys. I'll let it smoke quite a bit. I'll tell you if anything changed, and I'll tell you what's in the second third. And I'll try to get deeper into the second third, so I can get, maybe in one video, get the second and last third. Alright guys, till next time.